Hello guys, I'm doing a Kerbal Space Program tutorial on how to get to orbit. Or, actually the first way that I figured out how. And also, quite frankly, the one that I'm better at. And it uses less fuel in some cases. If you're trying to get to other planets, it's not as effective, but to moons in Kerbin's atmosphere, or not atmosphere, sphere of influence, I think it is easier, and if you're just trying to get to orbit to do orbital experiments, I also think it's easier in that situation. So, I'm going to be doing this video in my sandbox mode. I love the music in this game. Okay, so I'm also going to do a mission, and I'm going to show you how to edit a spaceship. If you want to learn how to build a spaceship, I'm going to do that later. So, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Okay, so first I'm going to open my one of my things. Where is it? It's called Orbit. So, Orbit. One second. Okay, here it is. So I have a problem with this ship, and it's that, well, it doesn't have batteries for these. So that's the mission I'm going to do today. So the orbit I'm going to teach you how to get into is called a polar orbit. Wait, no, it's going to be an electrical. Press X to change your symmetry. Oh wait. Okay. Should be good. Great. Okay. That wasn't in full screen. Okay. So that's how you do that. I'm gonna save this as caps like ORS. Save. And then you press launch. So, oh, I have that problem with a mod I have. Press T to turn on SAS. Make sure your staging's right. Hold shift to go up to 100% throttle. And after you make sure your first stage is correct, press space. Then just watch as you ascend up into the heavens. And so you're just, once you're here, you're gonna wait until until your first stage is done. Now I'm in my solid fuel boosters are now out of fuel. which is good. I think I'm in space right now. Almost. Gonna wait for my liquid fuel to be expended. Actually, no, I'm not gonna show you how to do a polar orbit because that's sure, I'll do a polar orbit. Okay, press space to expend your second stage. Make sure you're on stability assist. Then go up to the top of your thing. Click add maneuver. And once you do that, adjust your maneuver. Go back to staging and click on the second option right here. It's called maneuver. You're then going to get into the maneuver you set, and then you're going to turn on your engines, which I added a different stage. Then go out to your map and watch as your orbit comes into effect. Orbits generally take quite a bit, at least if you're exiting Kerbin, to be established. I like this crater right here. It's got interesting islands. Okay. But that's beside the point. Off topic. I have landed on the Mun before. I might do a tutorial on how to do that, how to land there. And then just zoom out, wait until you get into your orbit, and then just press Control. And you're then in orbit. In this case, a polar orbit. Then you're just gonna wait for a bit. In this case, we're gonna skip ahead till we're up here. And then you're just gonna go over here to check your resources. Probably have sufficient charge to do a polar or a Kerbin survey. Q and E are just your your cylindrical orientations. Deploy scanner. Okay. And we're out of electric charge. Protograde so we stay angled properly. Stability assist. Okay. We're gonna go for. Gonna do a quick time warp, and then I'm going to deploy these solar panels. Extend solar panel. I love the music in this game. There's aim camera. No. Extend solar panel. Okay, now there should be enough to deploy scanner and perform orbital survey. Gonna need more batteries for that. Well, anyway, guys, that's how you get into a polar orbit. Gonna retract this scanner. So we're flying over the North Pole right now. Let's go forward some time a bit. And there's the sun. Let's go on an EVA. I'm going to show you how to do an EVA. Let's do the pilot. Space is to let go. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is turn on RCS, which you can do with R, or you can press RCS. And then WSAD, Q, and E. And then there's also Shift and Control, which are your altitude things. If you want to go forwards and backwards, that would be W and S. Down is Control. Up is Shift. Sides are Q and E. Well, that's to rotate. If you want to actually go to the side, though, that would be different. That's here, A and D. Gonna want to do short controlled bursts. F. Okay, I'm gonna grab that and press B. You can also do EVA reports, which I actually haven't done, so I'm gonna go back outside, press space, R, F. So you're going to click on your Kerbal to do an EVA report, and then just press EVA report. Okay. So We've zoomed out so far you can't even see the ship anymore, but it's still there, and Kerbin has barely shrunk at all. Okay, so let's go back into the ship. R F B for board. Okay, we're back in the ship. What's the status? Blocked by fuel tank. Mostly direct sunlight. Okay. Okay. Protograde. Okay. I think that meant my video was uploaded. Okay. Since we're in a polar orbit, let's just finish it. Actually, yeah, let's not finish the orbit, because we're already at a fuel, almost. Okay, add maneuver to exit your orbit. And then you're just going to go the opposite direction that you're going. You're going to pull that node. And then do that. According to this, we're going to land on the South Pole. So then you're going to press maneuver, just like we did last time. Skip ahead to the burn. Which is in 1 minute. Okay, click that. I think it's like spring on Kerbin. Or for the Northern Hemisphere. Okay. You're gonna click node, then you're just going to press shift. Okay, let's go. Staging mode. Shift. Okay. Let's go back to the staging mode. Press space to eject this once you are confirmed to hit Kerbin where you want to. And you should, while you're building, make sure you have appropriate parachutes. I prefer these. I usually have about 3. Make sure you also have heat shields in case your atmospheric heating is set up really high. Okay, now, gonna go back to the map and just, skip ahead. A lot. Okay. Back to the staging mode. Go retrograde. Okay. Stay on retrograde. It's going to be very helpful for keeping your solar panels where they need to be. I like that galaxy picture out there. I think the background for for most of this, like, these different areas was taken from like Hubble and stuff. We're about to enter the atmosphere soon. Let's speed this up. Yep, okay. We're about to enter the atmosphere right now. I've never landed on the South Pole before. It looks oddly pixelated for this game. So you can see the plasma starting to form Contrary to popular belief, that is not caused by friction, it's caused by the compression of the air in front of the spaceship, according to NASA. We do not appear to be slowing down very much quite yet. Probably will once we get lower, probably around 18,000 feet. Meters. Okay. I usually don't deploy my parachutes until we get way lower. Like 10,000. Like 1,000 feet. Because it usually goes very slowly. Something out there. Can't tell what that is. Could be debris from the spaceship. Probably what it is. Out there. Okay, 5,000 feet, we should probably start deploying. And then, I'm gonna speed ahead up until we get to the ground. See them run out there. Clink. Okay, let's go on an EVA to see what's out here. Also parachutes if you have a problem and you need to go EVA to keep your Kerbals from dying. If you press P above 600 feet, you'll deploy a parachute. You don't have to do it multiple times. Let's plant a flag. Now let's deploy it. Plant the flag. Let's do this Wawa 2.0. Take surface sample. EVA report. No, it wasn't. But you were in space, so. Okay. Tracking station. So guys, that is all for the video. Yep. So that being all for the video, have a good time. I'll see you in the next video, probably Kerbal Space Program or War Thunder, as the last two videos you've seen me in. And maybe the last, yeah, just last two. Next video is gonna be either this or War Thunder. I might upload the video I just recorded on War Thunder, but I also might not. So, that's all for the video, though.